Hello everyone, check this out. This big guy is trying to handle today's video selection, but he's really struggling. There's just a bit too much epicness. Can you handle it? Here's definitely something you shouldn't try to repeat, since it's absolutely insane. Wait, did we call the last trick insane? Disregard that. We forgot that we saw this dude in September. Do you recognize it? This is the dog that loves fast riding more than anything else in the world. But we have to remind you that it doesn't always look so cute. Just a guy who suddenly decided to pull off a stunt hanging on a helicopter. Well, don't we all come up with spontaneous decisions? Who will get the award for the biggest fail this month? Of course, the truck driver of this truck, who knocked 3 cars out of 3. There is nothing funny about being stuck on a zipline over a cliff, but there is still one positive thing about it. We realise only now that, judging by the way this girl is sneaking, she had no intention to help the guys. We doubt that any of us managed to chill in September the same way as this dude from New York did, even though a hurricane was raging in his city at that time. Saving the mantis from dehydration. By the way, did you notice that he first touched the water with his limb? Apparently, he was checking if the pathetic humans have served it cool enough. We have no clue what that huge metal bedside table they're cooling down here. But this video is definitely worth checking again. If you know what this thing is, write it in a comment. The guy on this paraglider is Nico Aubert, and he described his experience of such a flight as the best feeling in the world. Well, we have no doubt that he didn't exaggerate. One such brick weighs 5.5 pounds. You can estimate how much weight this hard worker from China is bearing on his shoulders. In case you forgot, a life hack how to increase the power of a car by 1 horsepower. Not paying enough attention to your cat and looking at some weird running people instead? The cat will not forgive this. Did you even see this huge rat politely pushing the cat away from the bowl? It looks like Master Splinter himself went upstairs to stir things up. It is unlikely, of course, that you have an excavator at hand, but just in case, such pranks can only be done by professionals. Maybe these guys are not as good as the mechanics of Red Bull, who last year completed a pit stop in just 1.8 seconds. But their vehicle is not a simple one. Well, we remember this merry fellow very well. He dances like that every time we post a new video. You recognized yourself in these shots, if once you were asked to share the treats between all brothers and sisters and you just pretended that nothing had happened. This is why it's sometimes helpful to read guidebooks. This poor fellow in Ferrari would know that the narrow streets of Orta San Giulio are not fit for cars. Wait, do Hogwarts students have to wear masks too? However, this doesn't affect their abilities in any way. Does anyone remember? Did we give this buddy the Employee of the Month award last time? Anyway, he gets it again. Everyone who has a birthday today, happy birthday, guys. Incredible trick shot, no doubt about that, but the dude's reaction is even cooler. It's like he scored the decisive goal in the last seconds of the Super Bowl. The feeling when you get a VIP seat to watch the fireworks. This guy probably tells his mother that he's busy with papers in the office. Today I was standing at a great height to connect a pipe to a piece weighing several tons which flew past my head. Well, who would tell things like that? Imagine you are swimming, and suddenly a tiger jumps on you from the shore, or even two tigers. At first we thought that the duck was screaming in fear. Turns out that the bird was just trolling. Even if this dude was actually planning to just drive to the top of the mountain, the way he parked was cool anyway. In the comments, by the way, he asked us not to repeat anything like that, though we immediately made another attempt. The only thing worse than being hurt is being hurt and scared at the same time. This seal saw the Dean Norris meme somewhere and learned to recreate it.
Tits.
Quick, look for the nearest fountain. We'll show you the perfect fireworks. When you learned to ride a snowboard only yesterday, but then you saw some hottie checking you out. Way. Teacher leaves for a while. The whole class in physical education. You've been visited by a kitten with a cap on its head. For the next week, you'll have calmness, tranquility, and Pepsi in your life.
牛逼！
完蛋了！赶紧拿袋子去！我再给你拍个视频。
Even if we start the countdown, you'll still be surprised. See for yourself. 3, 2, 1. How confident do you need to be in your skills to do this without any equipment at all? The dude was probably born in roller skates. Have you heard about the new trend? The authorities install such things for fun in every city. If yours doesn't have any geezers yet, contact the appropriate service. Here's some good advice for you. Don't repeat our mistakes. It looks 1,000 times easier than it actually is. When you have to go to the office again after an incredible vacation. Which is easier, explaining the importance of hygiene to a child or hiring 3 owls to supervise him? The answer is obvious. Catch a free business idea for which you will thank us. Open a shooting range where you need to shoot from such smoke cannons. We don't know about you, but last month we just discovered such competitions, and now we're ready to watch them all the time. We would like to believe that the guy is not trying in vain, and at least someone will be able to understand where his sign is pointing. Ah, now it's clear what the secret of this driving is. You just need to buy a red car and put on your sunglasses. You can afford to be careless enough to drive a Mercedes onto a sandy beach only in one case, if you have smarter friends. Did you know that 2 cans of power engineering before swimming in the pool work wonders? The F-35 fighter is on it again. Let's cover our ears, or better hide somewhere far away, just in case. Imagine what an epic comedy the Terminator would make if the Skynet-led machine uprising looked like this. When you wake up to your alarm on Monday morning. This budget surveillance system is called Pashtet, and it doesn't even consume electricity, only dry food. Last month, we found out why that Amazon package came to you a little messed up. Do you remember the dude whose bosses only gave him 1 day of vacation? The argument, who is stronger, an ant or a scorpion, seems meaningless only to those who have not yet seen this video. This is how your parents see you when you don't want to talk with guests and ask them to bring food to your room.
Buddy, you want some more? Here. Here.
We know that you want to see it again. If you're tired of all of these big guys showing off in the gym, spoiler for this tense short video, the funniest thing is that the raccoon mum was so worried about the cub that almost fell off that she completely forgot about the second one.
To help.
The same dude who read too many pickup lines. If you ever see textures floating in front of your eyes, doesn't that prove that we're living in a virtual simulation?
Oh shit! He still gave me the clip.
An easy and delicate way to show your friends that you didn't like the cake very much. Honestly, one can't expect a friend with a face like that to be too bright. It's a pity that Rammstein no longer arrange powerful fire shows at concerts. This tractor would look perfect with them on the same stage. We just wish everyone to find a friend like that. Like this guy on the roller skates, of course. Well, having a friend with an excavator is also not bad. We clearly see this for the second time today. A special video for those who've not yet seen a shrimp in a spacesuit. As they say, do this exercise twice a day and you'll get rid of the neck pain from sitting in front of the screen for a long time. Sometimes it's not enough to ask the universe to send you a wise man with practical advice. You also need to be able to hear it. After completing the main classes, electives, an unscheduled 2-hour lecture, and finally you're on your way home. If you are having a snack right now, we wish you bon appetit together with this snail. We offer a simple challenge. You keep chewing while looking at it. You lose if you turn away. Everyone had a friend in their childhood who confused the front brake with the rear brake on the bike. Turns out that he grew up and became a safety engineer. A new idea for a nightmare. You order something fragile and expensive, and your order is unloaded at this airport, and these guys take it from there. Come on, don't frown like that, especially since you see it for the second time. No one made you imagine this stuff ending up behind your collar. We came to this pool again to make sure it hasn't become safer since the last time.
Get the dribble on, man. Get the dribble on.
Who is this man?
No hands. Side of 436. Yes.
What in the fresh hell?
What is happening?
That is a very high dex. That's what a 20 in dex looks like, my guys. There he goes.
When Mum secretly tidied up in your room, and now you just can't get comfortable in your den. Remember that kung fu cat behind the glass? How about this one?
Hi.
مريم شو فيك؟
فما جنب فنان.
امك تعطيه شو اسوي؟ امك تعطيه خلاص.
عفك ناني في أربعة اقسم بالله. بطل الباب.
اوكي بطل الباب ازاي؟ اوكي خلاص.
We thought that this is a usual part of the builder's work, until we took a closer look at these shots. This guy looks as if he's sitting in his bed in a sleeping cap and has no idea what's going on. Think for yourself, how could we not include these shots in today's selection of the best videos? Surprise! When you expect a fish soup for lunch, sitting on the shore for half a day with a fishing rod is not an option. These guys from China have found a life hack how to catch fish quickly and easily. Honestly, if we were these geese, we'd be offended by the owner. Why doesn't he want them in the car? Let's not forget that in September, the world's most environmentally friendly tomato peeler was introduced to the market.
Sticking off the stems pretty good.
When you watch it the second time, you start to find funny details in this jump. You saw its ridiculously short legs, right? You laugh back then, and the guy has a job interview at SpaceX tomorrow. Frankly, this whole structure doesn't inspire any confidence at all, but the dude climbs up so confidently, as if he had climbed to clear the roof of the shed from the leaves. Well, you remember the agreement. Next summer, party as hard as these guys do. Seems like you can't even book a massage session with this master. He probably only works for special clients. Episode 357 of the series Why Women Live Longer Than Men. You think the dog is playing with the shadow, but it actually teaches us to enjoy the little things. You don't need much to stay in a good mood, actually. For those who don't know, we're trying to make cocoa in molten aluminium, because why not? When, at the end of the party, one of the friends agrees to drive to McDonald's and finally got back. If your car's wipers are broken, you can solve this problem easily. Put some living creatures on the front panel and wait for the free cleaning service. Still haven't got a dog after watching this video? Then look at this guy and think again. It probably could very well be a dream job, but something went wrong. Well, let us remind you again, it is better to choose a harness instead of a regular collar. After all, you never know how an ordinary walk along the embankment will end. We haven't seen such fails for a long time, and we still can't forget it, no matter how much we'd like to. These guys definitely know how to live in the moment. After all, there might not be another one. Say what you want, but this month that guy is clearly taking an award for creativity. Honestly, we're just tired of watching this video, so we don't even know how this guy feels. It's good that there's a rewind button. Cats summed up in one video. This is what happens when no one understands you while you're a very original person with a unique personality. This video should be called Me and My Pickup Skills. Disneyland 2.0 for adults who are no longer afraid of thunderstorms. We declare the robot vacuum cleaner the best gadget of September. Turns out to be a perfectly universal device. Young man, will you rate me 5 stars after the ride? We can almost hear these cats say, "Oh, master, make us Padawans."
Who's not my lightsaber?
Well, I just won't respect myself if I don't carry all of my grocery home in one go. Now we know that this cat is only pretending to be a cutie pie. Do you remember this video? We're still wondering what made Thor so angry. Tip for the future. In the supermarket, stay away from bottles that have fallen to the floor. Maybe someone put a Mentos inside. This month, this guy clearly wins in the nomination The Strangest Job. This is all of us, when we want to tell someone to go to hell, but we have to play it cool. Seems like something's about to happen now. Well, any moment now. Nope, everything is fine. After all, not all life consists of fails. Can we get the same stuff these guys had? A double dose, actually.
Ladies
Calm down everyone, this isn't an explosion. It's just that the helicopter has just released these so-called heat traps. They confuse the enemy and direct his missiles to a false target. This is not a scene from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's just the dogs decided to push their boundaries and taste the exotic dragon fruit. Mum, don't get mad at the little one, it was all my idea. Hey, owner, am I some kind of joke for you? Few things made us laugh as much as this snake last month. It seemed to say, "Young man, where are your manners?" When I learned how to do a backflip and now you want to demonstrate it every time you get a chance. Look, someone filmed you trying to escape imminent deadlines. The flooded area doesn't sound like much fun, but this guy seems to be genuinely happy about this pimple. This is what Finding Nemo would look like if it took place somewhere in Russia. Hey man, you seem to have forgotten about the safety rules. Quickly put the helmet on and don't forget about your passenger. Have we already given out all the medals to the employees of the month? These guys also deserve them. Many tried, of course, to become as efficient, but alas, not everyone succeeded. Do you remember? You shouldn't feel sorry for this guy. With a throne like that, he's doing just fine.
We chilling out in H-Town.
Have you forgotten this immortal guy? Update, he seems to be still alive. If the grandmother said that you have to prepare firewood for the winter, then you have to do it. The fact that you own a small car is your problem. The stroboscopic effect of sliced vegetables is perhaps the most addictive scene we've seen in the last month. Oh, so that's why some sports stores always have a shortage of soccer balls. They don't just lie around. Have you the moment when you got the hint a little wrong? So, let's do without any hints. Let's just say it as it is. You like and subscribe, and we give you fresh top content. Deal?